How does that even happen?
You happened.
All right, it is the Monday after SEMA, and as you can see, I got the first loser from the Onyx Off-Road Build Challenge. But you know what? We actually won. I saw this thing everywhere on the internet. There's pictures everywhere. People loved it at SEMA. It did a great showing, but still got things we got to do to it. But we're gonna unload it, and look what else we brought back with us. You guys might recognize that because you just watched 2 videos on the rebuild for Lynchy. If you didn't, go check it out. This is our give back for the year. The guy's name is Andrew Lynch. He is from Australia. He is the Summer Nats 2024 winner. That means he is the best burnout driver in all of Australia. And he wrecked that car with Tom Bailey at SICK World Finals in Detroit, Michigan. So go check all that out. You guys are up to date. It was super cool. We're very grateful to be a part of this. But anyway, we can get this unloaded. We gotta go fill it up. We gotta take it to its first Maverick run. Starts right up. All right, take this bad girl to her first fuel up a Maverick on its own power. Hey, at least we're driving. It's kind of cool. It's a bit sketchy. Nothing use both hands. Let's see. Oh, 171 degrees. She's fine. Now, we filled this up one time, but it was on a trailer. And we went and wheeled for a day, and we drove around Vegas. We did a lot of stuff. Let's see how much gasoline it used. It's weird only putting 85 octane in something. Oh, we do have to hold it though. There's no lip. There's no lip. I smoothed that out when I built it. Should have built like a little hook in there that this will catch. We used 8.2 gallons. All right, got some snacks. Back to stuff. At least we know to go the speed limit. Working the bugs out. All right, we made it back. All right, let's go get Lynchy's car unloaded, and we gotta winterize it. It's staying here in Utah. Sweet. All right, so I got some detailed instructions on how to start this bad boy. So we're gonna roll it off, get it started, pull it in the shop. Now we're gonna winterize it.
Main switch right here should be on.
Let's see. Pretty cool. We got Lynchy stickers. We're gonna steal some of them. We painted that car. I fit in this really well, actually.
No, you look good in
I
it.
think it's because Lynchy's so tall.
Like, you look so good in it that you might not have to give it back.
I think I need to get me one of these.
Those are pretty sick burnout helmets, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. He must have a real big noggin. He said I could take it to Florida.
Yes, he did. I was there.
All right. We got some stuff to do. Let's get this car cleaned up. You guys, I have brand new merch on the website right now. And to celebrate, for every $5 you spend at RobbieLayton.com, you're gonna be entered for the next 7 days into our Milwaukee Pack-Out Starter Kit, plus a combo set of Milwaukee tools worth over $2,000. One of you lucky guys, girls, whoever, you're gonna be winning an awesome set of tools from Milwaukee. And you're gonna be entered in to win this 1972 Chevy. For every $5 you spend on the website, you're getting entered into both.
All right, so me and Hillbilly, we gotta unload Gigi. We're back at the shop. Feels good to be back. We had a great time wheeling the bread van and seeing everybody at SEMA. So now we gotta unload Gigi, set her up in the shop, because we're gonna break her down, see what went wrong, but I don't know when we're gonna do that.
Paint the engine bay while it's broke down.
Yeah, paint the engine bay while it's broke down. So we got my truck there. We're gonna hook up to the trailer because I don't know where Robbie's truck is. And then we're gonna get the trailer backed up. I'll have to move the tow truck. We gotta get it back as far as we can because we can't start Gigi up we got to push her. So we'll get her pushed over there. We'll get her in the shop. What do you think, Hillbilly? Are you excited to see Gigi's broken?
I want to see
Motor?
what happened to Gigi.
That's what I'm
I
excited.
haven't seen it yet. I want to see it.
Okay, so we got the trailer backed up. We didn't show you that part because you don't want to see me back up a trailer. I mean, I didn't run anything over, but it's not that impressive. So Hillbilly's unlocking the thing. Hillbilly hasn't seen Gigi yet. I prepared him. He had a little mental, what would you call it? Meditation. He's prepared for it now.
I hope it's not as bad as you guys are saying it is.
I mean, you got big hands and you can fit your hand through the window, so,
Through the window.
of the motor, the block.
It ain't that big.
Yeah.
What you talking about? Looks just like Gigi. So I gotta ask, did Robbie at least blow up one set of tires?
No. The
Uh-oh.
tires are still on there. I think they're almost blown. He did a really good burnout. A lot of smoke,
Done good until it didn't?
but the motor gave up before the tires did.
Like a motor to me.
Right here on this side. Grab that dipstick, wiggle it around. That's
What the heck?
the piece to the block.
Oh! There ain't no rebuilding that block.
No, a little bit of JB Weld, don't you think?
No rebuilding that. If it maybe if it didn't have turbos, but with it running with it running turb skis, there's no fixing that block.
No.
If it was just a bone stock motor, then you probably could get away with JB welding that for a little bit, but not now. Okay, as you can see, we're outside enjoying this beautiful weather we've been having. Me and Hector, we know that Robbie's going to want Gigi back up and running as quick as possible. So me and Hector took it upon ourselves to start getting everything tore down to the motor. So that way, it's just that one step closer than Robbie being able to get this block motor pulled out, and we can go from there. I don't know what he's decided yet, or I know Gigi will be back, but what motor, or any of that, I have no idea. I just know me and Hector's getting this motor pulled out.
Vamos a desarmar a Gigi para arreglarla.
And so me and Hector first start with the bumper. We've already got the bolts. I barely finished pulling the last one. So we'll slide her out. And then I want to get the coolant, getting the coolant drained. So while the coolant's draining, because we have to remove the radiator. So while the coolant's draining, we're going to remove the headlight pockets. So they're out of the way. And Hector's going to start working on that side. And I'll start working on this side.
All right, see, it's almost a good thing that Gigi decided to go to the moon, because now we're obligated to change the motor. We got to pull the motor. We got to pull the radiator. That radiator is the one that we stuck that plastic repair in because we poked a hole in it. And we still have to paint the firewall, the tubing up front. So it's like a perfect opportunity to do it now. So maybe this was meant to be.
See if we can get this radiator out. Nope.
I think you gotta tilt it and then lift up. I can't remember if I undid the pipes when I pulled the radiator to fix it. I think you just tilt it.
Did you unbolt the pen shroud?
I don't think so. Ooh, Mamma Mia right here.
Sorry, bro.
Hey. Radiator is out of the way.
Oil. Water. Oil. Water.
All right, see, we're teaching Hector. You know, he's learning a lot actually. But he just drained the oil, and you heard him say, water, oil. So obviously there's water / antifreeze in the oil. So yeah, we're just gonna keep breaking this thing down and showing you guys what we find. Explain what you're doing there. What you want to show the fans, Hillbilly?
How much water is in the oil?
Because we all know that oil floats. So Hillbilly came with a great idea to go get a clear cup, dip it in there, and show you exactly how much water. It looks like it's 1-to-1.
Yeah, it looks like it's 1-to-1. Even.
Hector. You should go show
It's one of those fishing stories. Each time you tell it, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Last bolt for the oil cooler. and then it will be out.
We probably should flush that oil cooler out too
Oh yeah,
before we go using it.
that's a have to. Okay, as you can see, we're inside now. Because now we're to the part where we're pulling, starting to pull off more smaller parts, critical parts, and we want to set it on the table. So that way we can start tearing, like the turbos need to be tore down and cleaned, and just stuff like that. Okay, just so there's no confusion when it comes time to putting these back together on which side the turbos were on, I'm gonna just mark them with a Sharpie, because we can take the mark off with brake cleaner. And so this one's gonna be LH, and this one's gonna be RH. Now, when we get these clamps off here, we're gonna bolt the turbo off the pedestal, and then figure out how we're getting the exhaust out of the fender.
So I'm gonna be in and out. Hillbilly's gonna do most of the disassembly because I got some stuff I gotta do in the shop, but we came in just in time for the heavy lifting. I wonder if we accounted for this to ever come out.
I think we did. Cody got it out the one time.
Do we need
Did he?
fenders off?
Yeah, but you might have to get the. No, you can't take this driver's side fender off. Remember, because the glass and the window.
That's
That's
No.
true. Don't come out.
Oh, yeah, it does. We have a belt grinder.
Yeah, no. That fender gets cut off. If we do that.
But he did
One thing
have
we
that
could
out.
do. We did have it out.
Me and Keith was talking down there on the straightaway that will never be seen.
Yeah, we
we
can
cut it
band it.
and be banded.
I got an idea. Once the turbo's out, that'll come out. All right, I'll let Hillbilly get back to work. All this work, what did it get us? A blown up engine.
Hey, this still feels good. A little bit. Oh, that's
Got some shaft shake?
yeah.
Is it?
You will, because there's no oil in it right now. Side to side's okay.
that's-
In and out is bad.
Woo! It goes in and out.
Does it?
Yeah.
It's screechy.
It's got some screech to it.
Need new turbos.
We might have hurt our turb skis. You know what? One thing.
Well, when you're going,
it's more like bam, 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 bam.
Vroom, vroom.
Yeah, but room.
burst turbski. I'll take this line off. It was off. Now that the turbski's off, let's see if this exhaust will come out now. What is that called? The popper?
Oh, that's the wastegate.
Wastegate assembly is removed. So now, I'm hoping the exhaust will actually come out.
Still not.
No go.
All right, so I jumped in to help Hillbilly to take this exhaust off, and it is kicking our butts. Like, we got half the fender unbolted. We can't unbolt it all the way because when we set the window, that screw, so we'll either have to cut that. But I got it unbolted down there. Now we got to pull the front tire because we almost got it out, but it's just hitting the front tire. I'd say, it's a custom exhaust that doesn't want to get removed.
What are you doing?
So we got to pull the tire. Like I said, this exhaust is custom. We've had to unbolt the fender, take the whole turbo assembly off, the wastegate assembly and all that. Now we're pulling this tire, and if we can't get it then, maybe we'll cut it.
And when Colton says custom, he means custom to never remove.
Let you see if I'll kind of hold this fender. There we go. That's what.
That was
the
take the
trick.
tire off.
Yeah.
Probably didn't have to remove the turbos or nothing to do it. So luckily on this side, the passenger side, we can remove the whole fender because we can't even get the exhaust out of the fender. We have everything removed like we did the other side, and it still doesn't want to come out, so we can remove the fender, and that's what we're going to do. Man, the things you have to do to remove an exhaust off Gigi. It's not normal. Okay, next step is going to be headers. And then we'll worry about doing
Intake assembly.
the intake assembly, because I don't know if we want to take the intake hat off of the intercooler and then the intercooler off the intake, or if we just want to take the intake off the block and leave it all
I
together.
think that's what we'll do.
Okay, in order to get the headers off, I have to get the dipstick out. I already unbolted it off the motor. See if I can get it out, or if I have to...
Did you catch something?
Yeah,
You fishing?
trying to, but it's getting caught. Oh, got it.
Oh,
Hey,
what is
that's not supposed to be there.
What is that?
Part of the block. It's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be on the motor.
I thought that's how that's supposed to come out.
No, it's supposed to come out like, ooh, probably won't even come out that way either. Well, there we go. Ooh. That's how it's supposed to come out. But as you guys seen, it was a little bit of a fight to get it off that way.
There's a big piece of Gigi.
So that block is done, though.
I do gotta say, that ARP bolt held up good, because it ripped it right from the oil pan. Didn't even bend it.
Well, it looks like Robbie's going to be buying a whole bunch of new parts again, because a lot of these parts are not reusable. Biggest thing to block.
Oh, Bumby, look at you! You got your winter coat on, you're looking all fluffy and healthy.
So now I'm working on the headers, getting them removed, and then we'll go to the intake and start getting all that removed. That didn't look good. Coolant started draining out of the exhaust. It's all over the ground now.
There is coolant in that two cylinders.
How does the crank look?
There's an open slot. Why is
Like
it-
a crank?
Where's the rod? It's totally off of the crank.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go through the other window. Oh, hello. Oh, hello, rod. You're not supposed to be like that. Well, you know, the quicker you get this out, the quicker we can see what catastrophically failed. While Hillbilly is working on this, I'm gonna work on some stuff on the CNC plasma table, because come check this out. Sean's building a lathe stand. Oh, look, what a beautiful car. So, Sean's building us a stand for our lathe that's sitting on the ground over there that we've needed to do for like 5 months, but we've been busy building that big thing. So yeah, we're all busy.
What you got going on here, Sean?
Gotta get a pattern off the bottom of it. Put it under here.
Oh, I thought he was going to lift it up and put it under there.
No, I was gonna have you. All we gotta do is get it up enough to get done.
All that for just a little bit of tracing.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for, to help you out, Sean.
Yeah.
Now, to take off the intake ram.
You chipped it.
That was a lucky catch. No, you're the only one that has chipped anything on this.
Yeah, I owned up to it.
But there's no chip, see?
Scratch.
That's from you.
Yeah.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Hey, you can't pull the motor from underneath.
Oh, hey. No, so what I'm doing is I just stuck a catch can under there. We gotta drain the ice box. It's just water. We gotta drain it because we got water up in the air/water intercooler. So I'm gonna open this valve up, maybe.
Isn't it easier to go through the back hatch?
I hear it.
You have to keep an eye on it, because it's going to fill up before it's
No.
empty.
No, that's not that full. It's only like about a quarter full. Because usually we leave it about a quarter of full of water, and we throw ice in it, but it never got ice in it. And it won't go all the way out because we have the car tilted back a little bit. What we could do is kick the pump on and see if it will suck anything out of the lines and the intercooler.
Colin kicked the pump on, nothing came out. So I think what we're going to really have to do is undo the one line, take an air blower and stick in that line and blow the water back into the tank. That's what we're going to have to do to get the lines completely empty, so that's what we'll do. Okay, so I'm going to take the top line, or this front line out off first, because it's the highest point, so I know there ain't going to be water up here. If there is, it's going to be little to none. Back there, there's going to be more water, so taking this one off first.
Not even let more water drain on it.
Yep.
Okay. Keep going. So that's a return. Oh, that's suction. Sorry.
That's not coming out.
No, now it's just blowing air.
Because I felt restriction at first, and then it like, whew. So
that's the one with the filter on it. So that goes through the pump.
ice water system is now completely evacuated. There'll still be a little bit of drops here and there when we start bolting stuff and lifting stuff off, but
the majority of the water is now out of the system. Okay, we got, there's all the hoses and electrical plugs unhooked off the intake. And so now we're just gonna go through and bolt all the intake bolts and lift up the whole intake as in one assembly.
All right, we got all of them off and pull this heavy thing. Hopefully we got everything off. Whew. Oh, there goes water. Oh, better go water.
Pull up water in the back. Just like that. Intake off. Hey, there's the nut. Look
at that rubber.
Jeez. Okay, so we're not gonna be able to show you this part because it's gonna take both me and Colton. But what we're doing is we're gonna get the wiring pulled through and back inside the cab so it's out of the way of pulling the motor out. So right now I'm just clipping all the zip ties that's tying it, holding everything together to the motor, and making sure everything's unplugged, untangled. We'll hurry and get this wiring done and we'll bring you right back. Okay, to make life easy in the long run, we're trying to get this front all disassembled so that way it makes it easier to pull the motor. That includes water pump, power steering pump, alternator. Hopefully I can just keep all that on that bracket or on the whole front part of it and not have to take everything off individually. Okay, I got the power steering unhooked and I just have it looped so that way it's not leaking everywhere. Okay, the water pump is removed and that includes power steering and alternator. So it all came off in one unit.
So I'm trying to get the balancer bolts out, but a 10-12 point is too big. 9-12 point is too small, so we think it might be standard. So Hillbilly's grabbing us some standard sockets. It's stuck. That's odd. It's 3/8.
Everything else has been metric.
It's ARP. That's tight. Where's the ratchet? Oh, wow. That must have gotten torqued. Oh, it's thread locked. Loctited. Who uses Loctite on anything? Must have been me because I put this together. Ah, it was. Let's pull the harmonic balancer. So the cool thing about blowing up your engine is you can paint your firewall that you need to paint. That you've needed to paint for 6 months. Right, Hillbilly?
What?
We can paint the firewall and everything else. Hey, that's clean.
Wait, so you're taking the seats and everything out? Paint it all?
Nobody said anything about the seats. We said anything about the insides, okay? Let's take a deep breath here. Just trying to get us committed into work we don't want to do. I need a Torx bit also.
Yeah, the Torx bit.
The next time, maybe 5 kids. Do not use red Loctite. Ever. Oh, you know what we could do? There's 3 bolt holes.
Just throw the motor away.
We can use a flat puller.
The only one you have is that big one I showed you.
Well, let's see if it fits. I never put it on. Yay! Another broke one. Another one. We broke another one. That's 3 brokies.
I gotta ask, was it that hard putting it on?
It was miserable putting it on. It can't be that this thing lived its life at 7,500 RPM.
Yeah, it's not built like your derby car motor. It ain't built high RPMs.
It has lived a rough, little, short life. A very, very short, little life. Go back in, okay? You stay in there.
Where's that? Impact.
All right, now I'm gonna hurry and. What do you need?
A little impact driver. Pull and put up.
I need a. I want to pull the timing cover. See how messed up we are under there. I don't think anything's wrong with the timing chain, but I just want to pull the cover to see. See if I see anything cute. Anything very cutesy. Oh, that's very demure. Hey, you leave that alone. That's a bearing.
Wrong with the timing chain.
There's nothing wrong with it. That's got some pieces. All right, put that over on the table. There's piston, bearing, pieces, little chunkies, little rod. Oh, that freaking, the lower shield blown to smithereens. Let's get it out.
It's raining now, so
We're going back. Trying to find places to hook the lift.
What are you doing under here, Hillbilly?
Getting the transmission crossmember removed. But
How do you want to do it?
first off, I'm gonna get the off-road jack. Jack this car up more so I can actually get underneath here and do stuff. Because I forgot we have transmission lines to undo still. One and only transmission crossover removed.
All right, so we've got it all cut out. We got to make 2 of these. So we'll get this one cut out, make sure it fits, double check, triple check, quadruple check, and then we'll cut out the second one. Look at that. Sean's over here harassing us, wanting his plates. Because he probably could have cut them quicker than me. I only took all day.
Getting the motor mount undone. That means this transmission, or this motor and transmission is ready to come out. Here goes nothing. As I'm turning the flywheel over so I can get to the torque converter bolts to unbolt the torque converter, I'm watching the crank and everything looks like it's moving like it's supposed to, so I don't know why it has a big old hole. Last one.
How's it looking?
There's only 3 torque converter bolts, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? I mean, you should be able to turn the torque converter. Yeah. Well, look at that. Did the motor turn over? Yeah. What?
And everything's moving like it's supposed to, so I don't know what your issue was.
We should have. Oh, look at that. Oh, the coolant. How did coolant get in there? Look at that though. That one's like lean.
We're about to find out.
I'm gonna have to send pictures to Golan. Look at that. That one's like all wet and dirty. That one's super dry. Get that transmission off of here.
I'm hoping it's not because we had the injector cups wrong.
You live and you learn, and then you build a 2,000 horsepower LS.
Okay, transmission is all unbolted. So now it won't come off that pin. There we go.
All right, we got both the brackets. So Sean's I-beaming these, making them look real cutesy, real demure. I don't know what that is, but it's on TikTok. So anyway, we're gonna let him finish this up. He's got the other side, then we'll help him put the lathe on here in a little bit. But it is time to go tear my broken motor apart. They don't even look messed up.
What does the bottom side of those springs look
I
like?
don't know.
Valves.
We gotta find out. And that's the bad side. But like the valves, I would have thought we dropped a valve. Look,
They're all tight.
they're all tight. Excuse me, Honcho. This one looks milky. Which is fine. They're all tight. What in the heck has happened here?
Is that supposed to be loose like that one?
Valve's loose.
Where?
But it's also timing chain, so it might be a collapsed lifter.
I don't know. There's only one lifter that's slightly, that valve might just be stuck open a little bit, but that's on the wrong side of the hole. Who knows? You need a new motor.
Well, the rod, but actually that hole is going to be pistons on this side. That's the way.
So that hole's not supposed to be there?
No, that hole's not supposed to be there. That hole is very temporary.
Looks like there's 3 holes.
Might be. There may or may not be.
That's the hole?
Oh, there's a hole on this side.
There it is? Where?
There we found it.
Where? Oh, how cute. A widow hole.
It's starting to that side of the hole.
Jeez. We done screwed up, Cotton.
Yeah, we did.
Not that it matters, because this thing is junk. But we're just going to vacuum up a little bit before we pull it all apart. Ooh, what is that? It's like blood.
Oh, wow.
Huh,
That normal?
that's a problem.
It's normal when you
Oh,
blow a
good.
motor up.
It's a piece of bearing. There's so much pink everywhere.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah, look at that. That's pink. So basically, we had a heck of a catastrophic failure here.
Okay, can we tip it upside down now and take the oil pan off?
No, we're pulling the heads off. We're gonna go ahead and get the rocker arms off, the push rods, all of the things. Oh, that is really tight. Okay. So I'm gonna need a
3/8 set.
bigger, longer ratchet. All right, we got the, I think it's called the valve train. The push rods are out. The rocker arms are off. I think this head is gonna be just fine, but I have a suspicion that that side is messed up because we have one stuck valve, and that is the exhaust valve. What if we hit it with a hammer, what it would do? Grab a hammer, like a rubber mallet. It's stuck. So if you look right here, I don't have a straight edge, but that one's down. Those are even. So, aside from some debris that catapulted through the entire engine, we're gonna work on getting the heads off now. We're gonna take this side off first because we know it's gonna be our bad side. Golan will be so happy that one head is still good. Room. All right, we got all of the nuts off. We're just gonna get all the ARP washers and then pop these heads off and see what we destroyed, which is probably a lot.
The whole motor.
Well,
I'll tell you
but
that much.
the push rods are fine.
The whole bottom end.
The lifters might be fine.
That's pushing it pretty far. That.
Yeah, they do push it to the limit. All right, we'll get these off and then pop these heads. Oh, they're usable.
Yeah, there's not even no dings on them.
These heads are totally still usable. Yeah, just a bent valve.
Yeah.
I'll bet you Chad over at Golan Engines will be so happy we didn't ruin the head. Oh, I'm leaking oil here. Take it. They're actually super light. Oh, wowzers. Oh, yes.
Oh.
Oh, yes. Nobody tell me what it looks like until I'm ready. Good. Oh, we're fine. One cylinder doesn't look as great as the other, though. These heads are still good. They're still usable. But these trays are loaded. Look at that piston. You could say there's a little peephole in there.
They'll still fine? Or do they have
I
a
mean,
flat
as
spot?
fine as they can be. With all that floating around in there. Let's put that in our baggie of keepsakes.
Let's do that.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of metal in here. We're gonna go ahead and get these out, get them all checked, and labeled so we can keep track of them. Look at this. I think the cam might be okay. I mean, I'm gonna go with probably not, but it might be. Let's put this somewhere safe.
How can you tell?
If it's messed up or not.
It's
Bearings
messed
feel
up.
good.
It's definitely messed up.
I don't think so.
Look right there.
Oh, womp 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 womp. It was good. It was good for a minute.
Where's
It
it
was
bad?
good till it wasn't.
Where's it bad?
Right there. The two cylinders we lost.
They can polish it. Well, that polish it and be, that shops, machine shops.
I don't trust.
Nah, I can buy a new one.
We need a new one. This is now Robbie's car since he broke it.
We're building Demery a blower motor burnout car.
In other words, we're building Robbie a what? A blower burnout car.
Blower car.
Blower
And
car.
then Demery's gonna steal it. She's already picked out the color that she wants me to paint it on my new car. This is where all the good stuff lives. All right, nice and easy. Look at all that. All the good stuff. That's where all the good stuff lives.
Good.
Holy crap-a-moly.
Oh.
It was like it blew up. This has pink everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere?
Act surprised.
Huh?
You act surprised.
Everywhere. Shows you how much smoke gets in everything. Wait, I don't think that's supposed to be like that. All right, look at this. That's a little messed up. Look at that.
You just dump it in there, it'll clean it. Gasoline.
What is it?
That's gas. It'll clean the metal. It'll clean the big chunks from the back.
There. Put that somewhere. That needs wiped off. That is so broken.
What's this called?
I don't know.
A windage tray?
Sure. This is gonna dump water. Okay, everybody, wait, where's that towel? This is gonna make a mess. We're gonna try to mitigate the mess.
Mitigate?
Minimize.
Minimize. Okay, flip it this way. Watch your fit, watch your stuff.
Ooh.
Keep going. Keep going, Poppy. There comes, oh. Oh, that is cute. Look at that. That poor little oil pump tried to keep pumping oil. Holy crap, look at that. That is so cool.
Look at all that metal in there.
Yeah.
Because it sit there and beat
What
the
is
bottom of
that?
the piston after it broke for a minute.
Well, you think it's 7,000 RPM. As soon as it goes, it's... Oh, look at that. That's so cool. All right, let's get this off first. All right, well, we're going to take this off and this off. Oh, look at that. Look at that little rod end.
What is that?
That is the oil pump pickup tube. All right, we got to get a wrench. Get that off. Get that off. That off. This is cool.
Inside?
Look at that. Whoa!
No.
Where's that bolt?
Oh.
Hey.
Huh?
That bolt.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh my.
Where's the other end of that rod? Holy cow!
What's it supposed to look like?
Not
Those are the
that.
pieces that we had.
Isn't it like attached in there?
Probably
It's
is.
supposed to be like
Yeah,
this.
it's those.
Oh yeah, the bolts came out, huh?
We have that chunk of.
Okay, we need a hammer.
You really
Let's beat those pistons out. So we only have 2 broken pistons, right? Or 2 broken rods.
I think only.
Well, that one's not looking so happy.
Well, but it's not. It may not be looking happy. You know what? Sometimes things aren't happy, but they're still fine. We have made such a mess. I want to get those beat out. And then... That is so cool. I don't think the crank broke. I thought the crank failed.
You think the crank fell?
No, I think the rods failed. Wowzers. Those are good. They were good pistons. All right, I think I found our problem. Look at that. Wow. How does that even happen?
You happened.
Dango dangy. Hey, now that those are out of the way, I wonder if it would run on 6 cylinders. Hibbly, get this to turn. You're tough. No, like the crank.
Oh, whole crank?
Mm-hmm. Where's your pry bar? So what would make 2 rods ejecto themselves out of a block?
Maybe one went out and it caused the other one, because they're side by side, and it caused the other one to go out.
That crank is so jacked up. How did that look? Why do we have a hole here, but a rod's not gone?
Chunk of the piston or a chunk of one of these other push rods? What's the only part to get over there? There's no way to get over there.
Oh yeah, that hole would have been from this side.
Well, that's all she wrote. We'll finish stripping it down. We put it all in a pallet. And we'll send it off to get rebuilt. All right, so Sean's just about got our lathe stand. It's like 5,000 pounds now, but it's just about done. It looks super awesome. We made it into like some I-beam. It's gonna look awesome, but we've got the motor all disassembled, and now all we gotta do is get it on a pallet and get it shipped off to New Hampshire. Don't forget, for every $5 you spend at RobbieLayton.com, you're gonna be entered into our 72 Chevy giveaway, so don't wait. We're in the final weeks, and as always, we appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, go check out this one.